So after a wildly successful showing at this year's E3, the biggest question on people's minds regarding Halo Infinite is when will we be able to get our hands on this multiplayer and try it for ourselves. And it looks like we're not going to be waiting much longer, so let's just go ahead and get right into this video. Halo Waypoint dropped a brand new Inside Infinite for this month, and I don't know about you guys, but it surprised me because I wasn't expecting this news until late next week. So I'm kind of rushing to gather the information here and get this video made, so bear with me please. The blog starts with a reminder to make sure that you are properly signed up for the Halo Insider program. So basically, just head over to the Halo Insider program on Halo Waypoint's website. I'll have a link below so you can get over there quick and make sure you're signed up and seeing green across the board like I've got in the screenshot here. Now to continue on with this blog post. They make it clear that the main goal of this flighting process is to basically do a stress test to the technical side of Halo so that when the game does release this holiday, they can feel like they are prepared and there won't be any problems. They're also quick to state that there will be, quote, bumps and rough edges in this build, and that it is very much still a work in progress. And if this is all sounding a bit worrying to you, then you could put your mind at ease because they also state that the build that the fans will be playing during the technical preview is months behind where the dev team and the main game build is currently. They also give us some insight into what specific areas they'll be monitoring during the preview with focuses on stability and how the game performs across multiple different platforms. Because it's important to remember that this is the first Halo game to ever be cross-generational on a console. And on top of that, it's the first Halo game to ever release on consoles and PC at the same time. So there's likely a lot of scaling going on behind the scenes to give players on base machines a fair experience when pitted against someone on a new console or even a high-end PC. And they also state that online services will be a major focus for them during the flighting process, and this kind of goes without saying. I mean, there's a lot of big, highly anticipated games that launch with a busted multiplayer infrastructure, and for 343, that's something they want to avoid entirely. Especially when you consider all the work they've put in to fix MCC after it launched in a really bad state back in 2014. So they really want to get as many people in there as possible and really stress their services to see what it can handle and what tweaks need to be made before launch. But they're also open about wanting player feedback in a lot of different areas as well. They want to hear your feedback on the core gameplay, the maps and modes, what works and what doesn't, how weapon drills feel in the academy, and also they're going to be looking for feedback on the menu and battle pass UI. And up next is where we start to get into the really juicy stuff, which is news about the upcoming technical preview, where the focus will be on arena gameplay vs bots, which will include Bot Slayer on 3 different maps, Bazaar, Recharge, and Livefire. And they'll be releasing daily content that evolves over the course of the flight based on your engagement. They'll also be focused on arena maps, academy weapon drills, which will include drills for weapons like the AR, the BR, the sidekick, shotgun, sniper, skewer, commando, ravager, and many more. And like I said before, they'll also have a focus on menu and battle pass UI, plus new Halo Waypoint experiences via the web and mobile apps on iOS and Android. So essentially, this will be a test of a lot of things that are going to be new to the series in Halo Infinite, and that's exciting stuff. I know the one thing I was most curious about after watching the multiplayer deep dive was how do bots perform in an arena situation, and do they scale well difficulty-wise? And it's cool to know that we'll be getting some answers to that question in the upcoming flights. But they also assure us that this is just the first technical preview and that there will be more that focus on things like PvP and big team battle, which I am really excited for, by the way. But even with all this being said, I think the thing to be most excited for is that the first round of flights could be starting as soon as next weekend. And it's important to remember that not everybody is going to be selected for the first flight, so if you don't get selected, don't get bummed out or depressed. There will be more flights after the first one for you to get a chance to participate in. I mean, if I'm being honest, I don't really expect to get invited to the first flight. Like, it would be awesome and an incredibly welcome surprise, but right now I don't have my hopes up. But that being said, I'm excited that we're finally getting news on this technical preview, and it really gives us Halo fans something to look forward to while we patiently wait for Master Chief to grace us with his presence this holiday season. But that's all I've got for today's video. Leave a comment below and let me know what has you most excited for the upcoming flight. Leave a like if you liked the video, and please remember to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell if you're enjoying the content, and maybe share it with a friend or two. I've got some big goals in mind for this channel, and absolutely none of it can happen without you folks. So thank you to anyone who has subscribed and is following my content. It really does mean the world to me. But until next time, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.